Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Satish Malnak, CEO, founder of Next Services, a healthcare technology management company, co-founder at Fanalope, another sports fan engagement platform. And I've also had the distinct pleasure of being a mentor and advisor at the Desai Accelerator from its inception. So I've got quite the wide spectrum of flavors of different ideas and companies going through the many cohorts that I have today. Today I'm here to introduce Sam Savant, founder and CEO of TwoScoreTwo, the blockchain commerce company. Sam, now it's very interesting. I got acquainted with Sam recently here in Ann Arbor. Though we didn't really know it at that time, once we got to know each other, this is a very interesting anecdote. Not only did we find out, we both arrived here in Ann Arbor years later from the crazy, chaotic city of Mumbai. And I also realized that his brother and I were in the same engineering college together just a year apart. Fast forward 24 years and 8,000 miles later, I'm here and I got to know Sam personally and in support of his new venture, that is TwoScoreTwo. Sam has spent 13 years in supply chain. I think he earned his chops working as an engineer at XPO and writer. Eventually he made a jump into directing innovation and product development at Ryder. I think that's when he probably got his first taste of innovation and then decided to take a leap into entrepreneurship. I don't know why. And TwoScoreTwo was born. Without further ado, let me introduce Sam Savant, a brilliant mind and an innovator here to share his story about TwoScoreTwo.
Good afternoon, all. It's fantastic to be here. My name is Sam Savant. I'm the founder and CEO of TwoScoreTwo. We are the blockchain commerce company, and we're securing global commerce using blockchain technology. This is fantastic. So we're going to walk through why this is even needed. A third of companies in the US have had their supply chains breached last year. On an average, every breach cost the company $2.7 million. On an average, if you look at the total US, 5% of annual revenue for all the companies taken together is lost due to these breaches. So let's talk about real quick why that happens. So this is a cartoon way of looking at a supply chain. And so you look at products moving from manufacturer to customer, but also along with these products, there's a ton of data which is moving. Things like invoices, things like purchase orders, bills, all sorts of things like that. They are moving in unsecure formats, PDFs, Excel, Word. It's easy to go in and change all the stuff in there. It's also moving in delivery. It's being delivered in things like email. We know exactly how secure email is, right? So it's moving on paper. And there are a large number of people who are able to get into this whole supply chain at different points in time and make changes for their own personal benefit. Payments work the same way, the stuff which moves from customer all the way back to the manufacturer. We're still using paper checks, guys. And it is so easy to break into these systems. So this is a real supply chain. Each of these lines is actually a flow of data, a flow of money, and a flow of product. How difficult do you think this is to secure the supply chain using traditional means? It is near impossible. We have the experience of trying to do this using traditional ways, which is why we started our company. These are all the problems which can happen, right? We're not obviously fixing all of these, guys. We've seen examples of each of these, but we're not fixing all of them. We're fixing these three. We're fixing impersonation. We're fixing payment fraud. And we're fixing data leaks and tampering. And here's how we're doing that. So we built a blockchain commerce platform. This is one of the first ones out there in the industry. It's called MINERVA. And what it does is it brings all these participants onto that platform at one time. It's an invite-only P2P network. What that means, it's unhackable. It's undetectable. It keeps all the hackers out and keeps all the people who need to be on that platform on the platform. Any kind of data which is moving on the platform, so remember I talked about the invoices and things like that, those are digitally signed and fully encrypted. So only the correct recipient is able to decrypt it and view it. And they know for sure that the correct sender has sent that information. So there's also this thing which blockchain does of unchangeable audits and things like that, and that comes with our system, where any transaction which is made, it could be a login, it could be someone sending things, someone downloading things, all that is written onto our platform. And once it's written, it's created, it can neither be edited nor can it be destroyed. There's no challenging now anymore after this saying, you didn't send me that file, or this wasn't the file you sent me, this wasn't the rate you're going to charge me. And the main thing about all of this, it's fully fraud monitored. We are watching everything from a 50,000-foot view. Any kind of anomalies which are coming in the system, we detect them and we stop them. There are a couple of ways customers can use our platform. One is looking at, easy to start. It's our front end. There's nothing to download other than this. Just start using it, right? It's off the shelf. Or you can do some integration like any other SaaS software out there. You build some integration and you're good to go. Lots of companies can do this. What you're not seeing on here is the deep, deep technical expertise we've built in building our blockchain commerce system all the way down from the blockchain level, the middleware, the connection, the integration. All that is something which we built here in-house in Michigan. So this is something none of our customers have today. Blockchain commerce can be applied to several things, right? You heard of high-tech, so many of the others. We're applying it to the industrial space. Why? Because we know it the best. We can go after distributors and after manufacturers. And we're going to go after them using a combination of very specialized, high-skilled sales force and also typical inbound marketing. So companies like us, if they were to go after the entire market, the total realizable revenue would be about $30 billion. So we have taken that piece by piece from some portion of cybersecurity, some portion from payment technologies. There's several such markets which fall into our space, and we've taken portions of those. It builds up to about $30 billion. The US industrial, it's about 32,000 companies out there. That's $4 billion. And we're going after a very specific beachhead. Companies in Michigan and Ohio who have more than $75 million in revenue. And that is about $140 million. Our revenue model is two ways. We have a subscription fee to subscribe to our platform, like you would subscribe to Salesforce or something like that. You would pay a per user fee for a specific company. That's our subscription model. Any kind of secure payments you're making through our platform, either through virtual currency or regular fiat currencies, we would charge a fee for that. Our average contract value is about $200,000 per customer, and that's on the low end, right? As we build features out and more benefits out, we expect that to reach about $500,000. Competition, we have a number of competitors. We have, because of our deep technical expertise and the amount of work we put into the intermediate layers and the technology itself, our competitor is about 18 months behind us. And that is something we have to keep innovating and moving forward fast in this space to keep our competitive edge. We have a fantastic team. So my co-founder is in the room here today. Between me, him, and Mike Vitek, we have more than, I think, 50 years of experience in supply chain and in technology. We have solved a lot of problems in this space, and we're ready to take on any problem which companies are throwing at us. I was waiting to get to this slide, and this is really exciting. This morning, we had a third customer commit to us saying they're going to move forward with us. But in the time we've been in Desai, we've had 3 customers commit to us. We have had a successful pilot with a very large national bank who we're onboarding as a partner organization and they're going to process our payments and be our supply chain trade finance partner. We've been very fortunate to have on our advisory board a CTO of a very, very large content provider in the US. They manage 4 petabytes of information. And a petabyte is 1,000 terabytes, I think. So all that is in the cloud. And they're managing that. And they took a look at our platform. We did a POC with them. And they were so impressed that their CTO is now a part of our advisory board. That is fantastic stuff. We've been around a year, and we've spent a ton of money here trying to build out this entire platform. And we're very proud of this. And we're continuing to move forward with sales. So we have 3 already. We are looking to get 13 more next year and keep that sales number growing, which is why I've highlighted the sales and marketing piece on there. And by 2022, we're looking to get to about $50 million in revenue. So our ask is twofold. One is, if you have contacts in the industrial space, somebody who's looking for companies like us or someone you feel could benefit from us, we would love to talk with you. If you have contacts with investors who are looking to invest in blockchain companies or in supply chain companies with amazing technology or a combination of both, we'd love to talk with you. And in the meantime, please sign up for updates on our website. We don't spam, so we'll keep it clean and not very often. So we'll go from there. Thank you again. My name is Sam Savant, founder CEO of TwoScoreTwo. And if you have any questions, please meet me in the lobby outside, and love to talk to you then. Thank you.